Hannah, as a little girl, just always happy, laughing. She would never walk anywhere. Everything was always skipping. No walking, no running, but everything was, she was always happy.
One of my favorite memories, that's when we went out to eat ice cream and we took that picture and we were posing like this.
Oh gosh, yes.
I think that was, I love that picture. I think that one picture is a pretty accurate representation of our relationship as sisters.
She's never been a stranger. She's always excited to do things. And if things don't go her way, she's always a trooper. She rolls with the flow and she just keeps on going.
Taking her to a park or anywhere where there are other kids, I mean, you would just turn around and you'd be, where's Hannah? And she would be off playing with somebody else.
I never had heard the word. I mean, after he said the word, neurofibromatosis, didn't know what he was talking about. It just so happened shortly after we noticed the cafe au lait spot, she had her 2-year well baby appointment with the pediatrician. And we went over everything, and everything was fine. And I said, oh, well, by the way, what are these spots that are popping up on her all of a sudden? And he, real nonchalantly, the pediatrician was like, oh, they're cafe au lait spots. You can have them checked out if you want. You can take her to a dermatologist if you want. He can count them and measure them. And that's really all he said. We left the pediatrician's office. I called and scheduled her appointment with a dermatologist. Still didn't think there was going to be any type of diagnosis associated with it. So with the amount of cafe au lait spots and the freckling that she has on her body, he looked at all those and then he said, she has neurofibromatosis. When we first started the journey, it was just amazing to me that as I found out that physicians don't know what neurofibromatosis is. They don't know how to properly treat neurofibromatosis. And it was a real hard journey when she was first diagnosed because I couldn't find a doctor that knew how to treat it. I had went to another event with a friend of mine for cystic fibrosis. And as I was sitting there, I was listening to people talk about cystic fibrosis and parents. And I have a child with neurofibromatosis, and a light bulb went off. And so at that point, I sought out the Children's Tumor Foundation, and we were going to get involved so people could know about what this is. It's the most common genetic disorder, but nobody's heard of it. And that's not right. That's just not the way it should be. But it's events like the Dancing with Our Stars event helps create that awareness.
It's really hard at first, but you try to learn as much as you can about the disorder, and my daughter Jennifer has just been great. She's a good advocate for Hannah.
It's just neat to see her develop into the teenager and young woman that she has. I'm really proud of her.
I have seen her blossom into a very independent young woman. I mean, she has her own wants, desires, likes, dislikes. If I can say anything about what Hannah has already done, she has always talked about bullying and has always wanted to take up for other people and be that person that they can come to.
Well, if you just now found out that you have NF, it doesn't mean you're weak. Don't let NF seem like you can't do that much things. You are powerful and strong. You don't need to have NF. Just think you are weak.
As a parent, it's easy to think about what all the what ifs. You can be consumed with worry. You never know what the next MRI will show. If there's new tumors, or if the tumors that you already know about have grown. Instead of doing that, I try to think about what if a cure can be found.